Guys, stick around, and after the review, this locomotive pulls a freight train out of the yards onto the main line, and it's quite something. Okie dokie. Hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at the Hornby Class 08. This locomotive came out in the catalogue between, I think it was 2011, 2012, something like that. There's her product code there. She is R3048 and she's the 060 Class 08. She's 08673 Piccadilly. And this particular class of locomotive, the Class 08, it was based off an earlier LMS diesel locomotive type, which was the Class 12033, and it later got classified under the tops, the Class 11. So the Class 08 is based loosely off that design. It's not directly from that design, it's based loosely off it. These locomotives, of course, they were allocated to goods yards, stations, for shunting, that kind of purpose, and they built quite a number of the Class 08. I think they built 996 of these, and depending on the design type within that class of 08, some of them could run at 15 miles an hour and others at 20 miles an hour. I think the Class 09, while very, very similar to this, I think it's a more powerful version of the Class 08. It's the Class 09 as far as I understand it. Piccadilly, she is called. I think that might be in reference to Manchester Piccadilly. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I've seen this pictures of this particular locomotive at Manchester Piccadilly. Just talking about the model, this has got to be, I think it's got to be one of Hornby's best releases. So, first of all, unbelievable detail. It's not the number one priority, but the detail on this, they really went to town, and we're going to have a really good look at it. I'm going to try and zoom in as close as possible to the model and show you the detail on this. Number two, really reliable. All I've really done with this model over the years is clean the wheels and the backs of the wheels. That's all. And most importantly, she's very reliable on the track, but she's a really, really smooth runner and very reliable over the point work. I have never had to get her going or anything like that. She doesn't stop on the point work. The great thing though is she's geared really low, just to run prototypically like the real shunter, which is, it's really cool. You can do some really good shunting operations with this. So we're going to have her pulling some trains, and we're going to have a look at the detail and see what you think. So let's crack on with it. Now, look at that for slow speed performance. That is quite unbelievable. Wow, that's really, really good. Now we're going to start having a look at the detail on the Class 08, because they really went to town, Hornby, on put the detail on this. The first thing you're going to notice, and you have to be careful when you're handling it, is all these separately fitted handrails. They're kind of everywhere. On the door here, handrails there, these little small ones, this main handrail going across the top. There's a series of handrails that go along the bottom, and the steps here, these are kind of separately fitted parts here in addition to that. You've got your overhead warning labels here. You've got the orange canter rail stripe. That's the 08673 number. Down here you have, I think that is a depot code, LO. I try to zoom in as much as possible, and LO, if it is a depot code, that is Lonsite Manchester Depot. And of course she's Piccadilly in reference to, I think, Manchester Piccadilly. And in the 1980s 14 Class 08s were allocated at Lonside Diesel Depot in Manchester. So I think that's what it is there. You have this red body stripe going down the length of it. You can see the battery boxes there. I think that's the battery boxes there, or is that down there? Very difficult to handle this locomotive. If you're going to handle it by the sides here where there's no separately fitted detail. You have the wheel rods there painted in red. Some of the wasp striping down the side here. At the bottom here, you wouldn't even notice this actually. If I zoom in, I'm actually going to zoom in as much as I can. Let me have a look here now. Try and zoom in here for you. There's blue piping there, you wouldn't even see it. And then these little details there. I'm actually gonna put the flash on this now and we'll have a look, better look. Now you might see the detail clearer here now. There we go. So you can see all that extra fitted pipes there. Here at the end here. Extra fitted pipes. You can see the cab detail in there. They really went to town on this. The roof is basic enough. There's some rivet detail over the cab there. This blue pipework going around the front radiator of the locomotive. Very good detail on this. There we go. It's quite hard to show it. 3-link chain coupling there. Already fitted. She looks very smart. The cab end, you actually get to see, apart from the wasp striping here, there's more detail here. Let me just show you. You can actually see more of the cab detail there. The controls in there are actually picked out. You have the lamp irons there. There's more separately fitted parts here. Another 3-link chain coupling there. Little wiper blades there, you wouldn't even kind of notice them. Pretty good. Of course, she has the sprung buffers. B8A, that's an engine code, or engine depot code. I must look that up and see what there is. There's another overhead warning sticker. Rivets going right across the roof. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job on the detail. Now, it wouldn't bother me if it didn't have sprung buffers. I'll try and show you the opening doors. So I'll just show you these opening doors here. See, they kind of open. But you're never going to really use them unless you wanted to create a scene where you place the driver actually halfway in, halfway out of the door. Maybe to create a scene on the layout. The window there actually is kind of half open, which is interesting. I'll turn the locomotive around, have a look at the other end. and see if we can find anything else on this model. That's the other side of the model. Is that a whistle there? Yeah, there's a whistle there. I'll just show you now. Just here is a whistle. There's another piece of pipe right there actually. Just going through the step. Didn't notice that before. And that's is that some kind of canister or something? Underneath the step there. You see it there? That's quite interesting. And, oh yeah, the vent there on top of the roof. You can see it there. I think that might open. Yeah, I think it does. I won't try it now. So yeah, there's a lot of detail. So if you're going to handle it, that's the way to handle it. Just gently like that. Okie dokie. Right, so that's it for the detail. And it wasn't a bad job they did. I just wanted to mention, I think I paid 120 euros for this locomotive back in about 2015, 2016, something like that. That's about 105 sterling. So, you know, for the quality of the mechanism and the detail you're getting, DCC ready, you know, and some of the features on it, pretty good price. I actually missed, when I was looking at the detail there actually is more pipe work there. It's so fine, you can barely just see it there, a little red piping. I missed that as well. You know, I'm not quite sure where this locomotive was allocated to, because I looked at A, and that's actually Eastleigh, but I have a feeling it was Lonside. I'm guessing it is. Maybe somebody might know. Okay, let's get her pulling a train and crossing the pointwork and see how she gets on. Now, this might be the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. I have her here on near the yard section on the inner line, and she is going to pull a freight train out of the yard section onto the main line, and you can see how long it is. So that is 11 coal hopper wagons, and then she's got a further rake of freight there, and in total, including the brake van, that's 23 wagons. So let's see how she gets on. So I'm starting to give her some power now, and I am fully expecting a derailment. Let's have a look. Massive freight train, but it's moving. I can't even get the full length of the train in the shot here. But let's see how we go. I think this is about as far as you can push this. She probably could haul more, but I really don't want to try it. So, like the real thing, she has the strength to do it. Let's go around the other side and see her leaving for the main line. See how she gets on. Guys, she's creeping around the corner. And at the point work here, I'm fully expecting the derailment. If this all goes to plan, this will be really, really cool. Okay. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Say a prayer, guys. She's managing it. She's struggling a little bit, but she's still going. She's still going. She made it. She's heading home to the yard. She done well there actually, because the track actually needs a really good clean. Just cleaned this line here and it was filthy dirty. So she's done well. Just to show you the kind of dirt that was coming off the track. Just a quick clean. The inner track there, absolutely filthy. And she's back home again. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try and come back with another video as soon as I can. Until then, everyone take care and look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.